back here to the channel. For today's video, I'll be showing you guys on how to download and log in to the NetEase version of World of Warships Blitz. So on the Android side, I'll be using BlueStacks just to give you guys a bigger screen to look at. And on the Apple side, I'll be using my iPad. So in the descriptions down below, you should see a link. Click on it. It should take you to the NetEase website for World of Warships Blitz. And it looks pretty familiar. Translated, you have to translate it to understand. But over here, you'll find two links, one being for the Apple Store and one being for the Android APK download. If you're on Android, click on that and it should start to ask you to give it permissions to download. I already have given it permissions, but if it doesn't, give it permissions. I already have the APK downloaded. Just depending on your guys' internet speed, it might take a while for the download to be complete, but when it does, you're pretty much done with this step. Overall, pretty easy on the Android side of things onto installing and downloading the game. On the Apple side, I'll be showing you personally the easiest way I found it for me to download the game. So let's get to it. So the first step is to create a new Apple ID. The link is in the descriptions. I don't think I gotta explain this part way too much. It's pretty simple. Just follow what's on the page. Just make sure you have a new email ready to go when making this. This would just make it easier for you guys to go in, download it, keep updating the game when new updates come out. Just make sure you do still have your old Apple ID information in hand before doing any of this. And now that you have created a brand new Apple ID, head over to the App Store and log in with that new Apple ID you've just created. Just remember to still have your current Apple ID information because you will be able to switch back. This is just to download the game. And now that you have logged into your brand new Apple ID, click on your profile 2 times until you're able to change countries. Here you want to try finding the one that says China mainland. Agree to the terms. For your card information, just press on none. For your nickname, it can be random. I'm going as Jack Leave. Hopefully that's nobody's actual name out there. For your address, you have to find an address over there in China. In the descriptions, there'll be a link to a website that generates those for you. Put all that information in here. Depending on the district that you choose for that address, you will have to put the correct postcode. If not, it won't work. And now that you have finally filled in all that information, you can click on done and look up World of Warships Blitz here on the Chinese App Store. For me, I already have it downloaded, but just download it, and that's how you download the NetEase version of World of Warships Blitz here on iOS. Now let's try it and log in. Let's load up the game here and wait for it to load up. There's about 4 different ways that you can log in over here. 1 is through a phone number, 2 being a guest, 3rd is through a NetEase account, and the last being your Apple ID. I went with the phone number option just because it's going to be way easier. And you won't have access to this account for that long, since later on they will ask you to verify the account. So, if you do decide to go with the phone option, in the descriptions there will be a link to a website to receive SMS. This is just to get the code with the phone number that you're going to be going with. So I decided to go with a Hong Kong, which is 852. You want to go to the website, find a phone number over there, type that phone number in. Click on the red bar, go back to the website, and it should send in a code under that phone number. Just keep reloading the page until the code does get sent. Once you have received that code, type it into the little bar right there. And you should have access now to the NetEase version of World of Warships Blitz. So this is what I do when I'm looking at early access ships or just game modes that they get in their version first before we do. This is what I go through, and Also with the phone number, when the phone number doesn't work anymore, if I get a new one, just type in the code that they sent in that phone number, do the whole entire tutorial all over again, just to have access to that early stuff. That's how I was able to look at the new ships, the new tech lines, the new game modes that we got, as in Battle Royale, Survival, or I think it's called Division Battles as well, with the Tier 6 versus Tier 8, something like that. I was able to do all that with doing this. But another thing, I know it only happens on iOS. I'm not sure if it happens on Android, but on iOS, if the same person uses the same phone number for login, they will have access right away to the account since it's linked to the phone number that they're using. So just wanted to put that out there. But that is how you log in and download into the NetEase version of World of Warships Blitz. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the open seas. Till next time.